The role of the lead director is becoming more prevalent in corporate America. I'm Judy Warner, and this is BoardVision. I'm joined today by Paula Loop, the leader for PwC's Center for Board Governance, and by Ronna Romney, who is the lead director of Molina Healthcare and also a director for Park Ohio Holdings. Thank you for being here. I really want to talk about how the role of the lead director is evolving in the boardroom. But first, so Ronna, I'm curious as to how you became the lead director.
I went on the Molina board before it was a publicly traded company. It was a private company. So we grew that company to a certain size and took it public. At that point, my fellow directors elected me as lead director. I don't think anybody really knew exactly what a lead director did, including me, but that's true. But the great thing about starting with a clean slate is that we looked at what the rules were. We looked at how things were done, best practices, and we tried to do that.
What skill sets do you think it's important for a lead director to have?
The job of a lead director is to be the liaison between management, CEO, CFO, and the independent directors. We try to optimize everything that we do for the company and for the shareholder. And that's a very interesting line, and I hate to use a male metaphor, but I'm always calling audibles.
So the role of the lead director requires some flexibility.
Absolutely.
And I would also...
And we keep changing, and one of the things, when I started, it was 4 board meetings. That was it. We said, you know,
4 board meetings a year.
I said, this isn't working. Now, this year, we're going to start something different where I'm actually going to fly out in between every board meeting and meet with the CEO and chairman and talk about what we're trying to accomplish as a board throughout the year. So that takes a lot more. I take a lot of time, and I take it very seriously as the lead director in the company. It's very nuanced.
Right. So you're sort of planning and laying out the agendas and the schedules.
With,
You've got
along with the chairman and CEO.
Yeah, exactly, the broader oversight. And in a way, I kind of like that analogy. There is a lot of quarterbacking going on.
Right.
So I think that is what a lead director does.
So what do you look for in fellow board directors as you think about refreshing your board?
I look for the it factor, because you have people who are very skilled and very successful in corporate America. That's great. Does that translate to a board? Not necessarily. I need somebody who has skills and has been accomplished, but I need beyond that somebody who can work with the board in a collegial fashion, but who also is strategic, who is always looking further down the road for the company and for the shareholder. Where are we going to go? I want somebody who really is strategic and brings their skill set into the strategy for the company. So that's very important for me. Now, specialists. What I say, and we pretty much do this at our company, we hire the experts.
And they can provide insights to the board as well as the management team.
Absolutely.
So you both benefit
from
that.
In, sure.
So what does the future of directorship look like? Are there any specific trends that you're seeing right now that are really going to affect the composition of boards?
The fact that corporate America is becoming so diverse, you will see that leach into the boardroom as well. And the diversity is going to happen when anybody who's different in the boardroom, who's different and acquits himself well, they've set the table for the next generation, which is what I hope I am doing right now.
Yeah, so I'm with Ronna in that I think diversity of age, of gender, of ethnicity, of background, of experiences is going to continue to evolve, and we're going to see more and more diverse boards, which I think is going to be terrific. And then I think what's going to really play out is that the succession planning of board members is going to take on a life much like the CEO's succession planning process.
I agree.
It's going to be huge, and that's really what's going to help drive what the future looks like. So it's going to be more planned. There's going to be more active refreshment that goes on in order to align the skill sets with the company's strategy. So you're going to continue to see that, and we're going to get better and better at the succession planning, I think.
And the world of directors are going to be, we're going to see more and more unorthodox backgrounds, I believe, for directors.
More unorthodox backgrounds.
Non-traditional.
Not the traditional background. And that's good because they look at the world in a different way. And I look at and I'll tell you as a lead director, but as a mother of 5 children, I look at the board in a different way. When I walk into that boardroom, I look at their faces. I look at the faces because that gives me a lot of information. When my children used to walk in from school, I looked at their faces. They never had to say a word. Do you find that too?
Yes. Yeah.
So there's a skill set. I actually think a female lead director is a great thing to have in a company.
So, any final thoughts, Ronna?
Well, one, thank you for including me in this discussion because I think it's a very important discussion. Corporate America is a dynamic place with so many things happening instantaneously. In the old days, the board was not that big a factor. Management ran the company, the board came, pretty much said okay. Now we take very seriously the fact that we represent the shareholder and we have to do it with integrity. There has to be mutual respect between management and a board. And I think that that's all the things that are happening with boards are good. And I don't mind the oversight. We grow and we get better.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Ronna. I mean, I think this is a very interesting time to be even thinking and talking about corporate governance, and I consider myself very lucky to be able to be working in this space now. So it'll be interesting. Looking forward to seeing the next 5 to 10 years, and I think a lot will happen. Change is coming quickly. It comes every day. So it'll be very interesting to see where we land.
And as I said to my daughter, I'm here because I stand on the shoulder of many men who had faith in me. The next generation will be our daughters who stand on our shoulders. And I'm very proud to be one of those people who is going to help that future.
Yes. Thank you both for being with me today. For more on the role of the lead director, I would encourage you to visit the websites of either PwC or the NACD. I'm Judy Warner. This is BoardVision.